In this video, you are going to learn how to turn LinkedIn content into closed business. Hi, my name is Andy Neary, CEO and founder of Complete Game Consulting, where we turn your reach and your relevancy into revenue. In this video, you're going to learn how to create LinkedIn content that actually closes business. Now, here's the punchline. LinkedIn content is not about creating sales. It's about building the awareness that leads to the credibility you need to create sales. You see, the reason you're not winning business like you should right now is because you lack credibility. It has nothing to do with your knowledge, your skill, or your strategies. You're doing everything right, but when you get that prospect to the finish line, you're constantly getting the phone call that says, you know, it was a tough decision, but we decided to go with another broker. And you're frustrated because you think it is about your intelligence. It's about your lack of credibility. And this is where LinkedIn content can play a huge role in helping you build the credibility you need. You see, creating LinkedIn content is not about generating an inbound lead. It is about building the awareness you need to give your prospects the confidence to hire you. Because when they decide who they're going to hire as their advisor, they're going to look you up, and what they find matters. When they Google you, your LinkedIn profile is one of the first things they're going to see, and what they see inside your profile matters. If the content you're producing is consistent with the message you shared in their boardroom, you've given them the confidence to hire you. So how do you do it? Well, let me start by sharing with you a couple of examples of clients of ours who we feel do this at an extremely high level. The first man is Chris Hamilton, Hotchkiss Insurance, Fort Worth, Texas. If you want to model yourself after an insurance professional who is creating content at the highest level, look no further than Chris Hamilton. He is putting out video content every single day for his prospects, and the awareness he has built over the last 18 to 24 months has led to more than $1 million in sales because of his consistency on LinkedIn. Again, the content didn't lead to the actual win. It built the awareness his prospects needed to have the confidence to hire him. Same goes true for Chris Beyer with Assured Partners in Illinois. He and his teammate, Chris Bowling, are teammates. They create content together, and their consistency over the last 3 years of pumping out video content week after week has built the credibility they need to land some of the biggest accounts they've ever written. In fact, I just talked with Chris Bowling just a couple of weeks ago, and he said they have more than doubled their business in the last 3 years. Why? Because they recognize that content isn't about sales, it's about awareness. But that awareness is what is ultimately going to lead to the credibility to give the prospects the confidence to hire you. So here's my challenge to you. How are you going to become more consistent in creating content on LinkedIn? How are you going to build thought leadership with your prospects? If you don't know where to start, if you feel stuck, let me help you out. You see, when it comes to creating content, you need a platform from which to build. And I want to share a very simple strategy, a template that's going to help you create better thought leadership with your content. Whether you decide to create video content, write articles, I think this is going to help you out. I want you to sit down and I want you to come up with a topic. I want you to think about what you do best. When it comes to selling insurance, what do you want to be known for? And what do you feel you do better than anybody else? Keep the topic to those lanes. Now, when it comes to actually writing an article or creating a video script, here's what I want you to do. Here's how you outline an effective piece of content. Start with the promise. When you create this content, what is your audience going to learn by watching the video or reading the article or reading the post? The second is problem. What problem are you going to solve? What problem are you going to address in this piece of content? You have to be focused on a problem if the content is going to be effective. The next P is pain. As a result of the problem, what pain is your viewer, your reader going through today because they can't solve the problem? And this is followed by your processes where you give away the solution. What is your solution to help your viewer overcome their problem? This is where you got to give away the farm. You got to share the good stuff. The more you share, the better it is for the results of your content, the more credibility you're going to build. And last but not least, the last P is payoff. If your reader, your viewer, your watcher takes advantage of the process, the solution you share, what's their life going to look like today? Or what's their life going to look like if they have success? This is an effective way to create a very good piece of content following the 5P. What promise are you going to share are you going to deliver in your piece of content? What problem are you going to help the viewer solve? What does pain look like in their life today because they can't solve it? What's your process? What's your solution you're going to share to help them overcome that problem? And then payoff. What will their life look like if they can solve the problem? You use that outline to create your content like Chris do. You're going to have a lot of success. You're going to build a lot of awareness. That awareness is going to turn into credibility, and that credibility is going to turn into a ton of closed business. So go model the Chris's. Use this outline I just shared with you to build stronger thought leadership content. And I promise that consistency, showing up every day, teaching your prospects, is going to turn into a lot of closed business that helps you blow through your sales goals.